Welcome to episode 22 from Brokers and Booze. We are here at Southwind in Myrtle Beach, beautiful Myrtle Beach. We are all trying to survive this quarantine, so the beach is going to look a little bare behind us. But today, I am Billy H. from Sands Realty.
Only today you are.
Today we got to introduce ourselves. I apologize.
I am Nick Sowers with Beach Connection Realty.
Chris Ward with Eagle Realty.
You know what? And you know what I just thought about? We are outdoors on a balcony at the resort today, and you know, kind of being outdoors helps us naturally social distance because you got the wind, you got the
UV kills a lot of stuff, and so does alcohol, so which is the best of both worlds.
And we're actually able to record this podcast, like you said, because the pool is empty and closed.
Yep.
The beaches are kind of closed, unless you're exercising, apparently.
After 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, after 5 o'clock today. So we could actually be able to hear us. But if you can't hear us, it's a little bit of wind. So that's the main thing. I just want to let people know we are on location. What are we drinking? That's a more important question.
Today, Nick Sowers has brought to us a concoction for the beach. It's a Long Island iced tea, and we're going to mix it with a spiked Arnold Palmer. So,
it's a spiked Arnold Palmer. I didn't catch that part.
65% alcohol will kill the virus.
Nice.
Which is actually a protein, but
and I think it's ironic. We're drinking Long Island.
Yeah, we have
from
to
New York.
spike. We have to spike our 40% to actually make it work.
Should I get more?
I would say I've never had that. So this is a pre-mixed Long Island iced tea, Desert Island Long Island iced tea, a blend of rum, vodka, gin, and tequila, plus triple sec already included in it at 75 proof. How much does this run for?
$10 a bottle. It's basically a hangover
I got it, boys.
in a bottle.
$10 a bottle.
$9.25 a bottle.
Oh my gosh! Drink up.
Wow.
Either gonna vomit or.
They're already loving our reviews already here.
What's the ratio, Nick? 50-50?
Sorry.
I kind of went a little strong here.
Okay.
So it's named Desert Island. It's out of Louisville, Kentucky, or that's where it's bottled at least. I don't know if I want to be stuck on a desert island with this mixture at the moment.
However, the Arnold Palmer I've had these before. These are delicious.
Could be a message in a bottle.
All right,
gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
They haven't changed the recipe. It still tastes.
I feel like I could use a little bit more Arnold Palmer in there. I'm getting a little bit of the rum and tequila mixed together on the palate for mine.
See, for me, I'm not really a fan of gin, so that definitely stands out in this drink. I usually, if I do have a Long Island,
it does have some gin. You're right.
Yeah. So usually I request a second shot of rum over gin. But, overall, it's not bad.
I was telling Nick before we started about when I was a bartender and having to make a Long Island iced tea. I bartended when South Carolina was a mini bottle state still.
Oh, right.
So, you're dumping in a good amount of shots, just a little splash of iced tea and some triple sec.
That's when mixed drinks cost $21.
Exactly. Yeah, no one ordered them a lot because you had to buy it per bottle. So, it was kind of crazy. Well, what is this? So I don't drink that many Long Island iced teas. Compared to a real Long Island iced tea, is this what it tastes like normally?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. I think it's pretty good, actually. It does taste all... I guess the thing about the Long Island iced tea is it pretty much is just a bartender deciding to mix everything in the bar.
Is that the bar mat? Where they take the bar mat and pour it into a shot glass and give it to the drunkest person at the end of the night?
Oh my gosh, I never did that. Sounds disgusting.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's just
I'm not taking one, but just imagine what kind of stuff is in there.
Dude, I remember I had to clean the bar mats. I would not want to. We threw them out there and sprayed them down with a hose. I wouldn't want to get whatever's in between the crevices. That's nasty.
If you've ever done one of those, you can certainly survive the coronavirus.
And apparently this tastes better than that.
This is tasty. It's kind of, you'll notice some of our drinks coming up is going to be a little more kind of summer themed, a little more
getting warm
outside. Hopefully, in the
Gin
soon, we'll all be able to be back sitting on a beach having a cocktail,
or sitting by a beach having a cocktail.
And if anyone ever ventures down to vacation when vacation rental starts back, please visit Myrtle Beach.
EagleBeachRentals.com. We're sponsored. Sponsoring. All right. Well, so I think we wanted to get into a little bit of obviously a lot going on, COVID-19 across the country, across the world with the pandemic, and now's probably a really good time, and we've been seeing it around here for how do businesses innovate? How do you operate and maintain, even grow, and seize opportunities during this time to make sure you keep your business moving forward? So we don't want to talk about just real estate, but like any business right now.
There's a bunch of things that out there. Well, first let's start, because we are releasing this episode this week. If you're a small business out there, under 500 employees, apply for the government programs, period. You got to survive right now. Your business is down. You're trying to figure out how you're going to pay your bills. It's an opportunity, whether it be SBA loans or the payroll protection program. Apply for get out there. They put them out there to help people like you. I know we've already in our business have applied. All of
expenses are still rolling. Yeah. You got to keep payroll going. It's not a rent holiday, so
and they've simplified the program. They've made it easier to apply and expanded, outside of SBA, where SBA has usually helped a lot of small business. I mean, they've really expanded who can take advantage and have the opportunity to be included in the recent relief package that went out.
The payroll protection program, for example, last Friday and Saturday, on 2 of our companies, we applied so that we could keep paying our employees through this. And we've already gotten approved, and tomorrow we'll be signing documents related to it. So I'm impressed. It's probably one of the fastest things the government's ever rolled out.
Right.
As far as that goes.
Right.
Very well.
Yeah.
And speaking to bills, I mean, if you definitely being able to, and when we say take advantage of those kind of programs, we would recommend, or I would recommend, not taking advantage of, like you said, not paying rent, not paying bills. Right. I mean, don't put yourself in a hole and in not good graces with whether you rent a property, whether you have utilities and that kind of thing. And if you're truly able, I would not back off of that.
And if you're not able, communicate.
Talk.
Communicate's the biggest thing. It's no joke. Everybody knows what we're going through.
I mean, we've got so many employees, from front desk to cleaning staff to accounting, marketing. Everyone's sitting at home trying to work from home, but they've mandated a resort shutdown. So vacation rental, short-term rental is not in place right now.
No.
In fact, one of the biggest vacation rental companies here, especially in the North Myrtle Beach area, I was talking to a guy today. They laid off 90% of their employees.
Wow.
Yeah. So, thank God that they're allowing independent contractors, self-employed, kind of take advantage of
expanding that program out.
Yeah. So,
but like you were saying with being in the rental business, if you are a tenant, just talk. Let your land know. They'll work with you. We're working with people right now. Yep. As long as they're just letting us know the hardships. Hey, I've been laid off, and this is kind of where it is.
Or it could be a delay. Take 1 or 2 months of rent and kind of span it over the next 6 to 12 months.
That, or some of them might be just waiting on some of this stimulus money to get to them.
Right.
And I would say, if you are out there listening, if you're a real estate agent or something, and you might be part-time or something, or you still have a job, you're still making money, and you get the stimulus money, or even a business owner, this is money you can use to grow your business. If you know your bills are paid for, it's money you can use to grow your business right now. It's extra money. It's free money. Granted, you're going to pay it back in taxes one day, but now is when you need the cash. Now's when you need the cash, and now's when you got to use it to move your business forward.
Nick's going to deposit his in his SEP account and wait for the bottom of the stock market to hit.
But you should reinvest it into your company, and that can look different in a lot, for a lot of different people. But I think there's definitely ways to reinvest into what you're doing and not just hoard it or.
I think now is the time.
Put it under the mattress.
I think now is the time. Every business owner, every person that's a self-business, needs to look at their marketing and advertising spend and still figure out how to spend as much as you can that doesn't put your family or your company at risk.
Right.
But you need to spend as much free dollars on advertising, social media, whatever. People, I think I read in the last 3 weeks, Facebook's news feed engagement has went up 50% across the board. That's how much more people's viewing it today.
Yeah.
So it's even more important that you are getting your brand in front of that.
Yeah,
in front of that.
And
those
that's
eyeballs.
virtually free marketing.
Because the natural reaction for a lot of people is to pull back on all that, is to pull their marketing, which only gives you more opportunity if you press into it. Is you're going to have less competition and yet more attention on what you're doing. So definitely.
We've been in we see it firsthand, the hospitality industry, the vacation rental industry, how it's affected our area. Other businesses that that's easy for us. We see it as far as to be able to talk exactly what's going on. But there's other business out there, restaurants and bars, retail shops. Like, I think that marketing plays in that. What other ideas have you guys heard out there to help businesses like that right now?
So, obviously they're allowing people to do carryouts and deliveries, and even the sale of alcohol for curbside pickup, which is good to maintain income, to get your receivables up. Nick, you talked a little bit about gift card ideas. I think that's genius as far as maintaining cash flow. Give a discount on gift cards and maybe set a future date where they're allowed to be used.
Yeah, I said if I owned a restaurant or bar and I needed to get cash, because right now that's what it's about. You need to have cash to pay bills. It's not about, am I turning a profit? Am I doing this? It's about getting cash. And I think one of the ideas I came up with is sell gift cards. Sell a $100 gift card right now for $50, but it's dine-in only and can be used once we reopen dining rooms down the road. You might be surprised how many sell for. Yeah, and it's such a good discount, but it gets you that cash in, and people go for a deal.
Yeah.
If you want to do a gift card that's related to the carryout and delivery right now, maybe sell a $100 gift card for that for $75, but they have to use it a week after the purchase. You're building a pipeline of future business and putting cash in your pocket.
Yeah. I would add to that. I noticed today is I don't know if you guys knew this or not, or I'm just the Taco Bell connoisseur. It is free Doritos Locos Taco Day, but it made me think. I'm like, why are like literally you can drive through, no purchase necessary, drive through. What time you hear this, it's not going to be, but anyway.
But go through and demand it anyway.
go through and say April 7th with
Taco Bell. Here we go.
But you can drive through, get a free one. But my thought process goes to restaurants. Like, do some branding plays that reaches out and gives back to the community for like absolutely free. Find an item on your menu, post it around social. I think a lot of local restaurants, non-franchise restaurants, can do this and be like, hey, this is free today, and make kind of a thing about it. Make it an event, just to get brand and awareness to your more mom and pop type restaurant or individually owned restaurant. And because there's so many places that I think aren't taking advantage of the free social media exposure, or putting their money into and pulling back on the marketing, but they need some exposure to keep their business going. And there are places that people like, oh, well, I don't know if they do carry out, or maybe we need to implement carry out. There may have been places that had never thought of carry out and delivery as part of their strategy for their food and their business. They need to implement it now.
And even if you're not planning on staying open, you may want to be open for a week. And guess what you have? You probably have a freezer with food in it. You probably have fridges. You have food. You have inventory. And inventory doesn't pay your bills right now. Cash does. Open up long enough to put a sale on everything. Empty your place out. You can always refill it when you reopen.
I've seen a lot of restaurants advertise, we're selling our deli meat, or we're selling our seafood and this per pound. And that's what they're essentially doing, because everything's got an expiration date. And if you don't have the business coming in that you normally or plan to do, you have to sell it or throw it away at one point. So,
and depending on how long this goes, so I'll switch gears from restaurants, because obviously in our area, that's very heavy and extensive with the amount of restaurants and bars in the area. But retail. So I went and bought my daughter a birthday present. I didn't realize how much had shut down at the point I did this. It was like 2 weeks ago. I didn't realize, because it was before the mandate that retail shut down. So I didn't realize how much had actually already gone ahead and done that. So I couldn't go into the store, but I was able to order online and pick it up curbside, which is kind of cool, because they had a certain amount of their inventory online. Now's the time for retail, and again, I go back to like small individually owned, non-franchise, non-corporate retail places to upgrade their web presence through, and even if you don't set up an online store, implement a chat window in there and let people ask do you have this? Can I come by and purchase this? And create basically the space to still do some sales and still provide, some, like I said, cash flow to your business. You could do gift card idea through retail as well, like that. That kind of thought process when we get back open, come in and do a $100 shopping spree gift card or $200 shopping spree for $100 right now or something like that. But I think innovating to the fact that your business needs to not only be online, but what can you do right now to keep having sales that you may have to kind of guerrilla market and let people call in or chat or do an inventory type website where you put some of your products or items available on your website so people can still come and purchase and drive by pickup or whatever, or deliver. Gosh.
Yeah, I did my first grocery pickup the other day, and it was like Whole Foods and a lot of groceries. They're about 7 to 10 days out as far as pickup.
Okay.
And Walmart was able to do it in 24 hours.
Right.
Neighborhood Walmart.
And you just pull in with your car.
They
and
tell you where
to
park number between 1 and 4, and I'm sure those are going to expand as we move forward. But
ladies
come out
and
with
gentlemen,
the cart.
The first time Bill Yates has ever shopped at Walmart.
Not your go-to? Not your go-to?
And I didn't even have to carry a gun, so.
Jeez.
Well, it happens. But I did see my first beachwear store close yesterday, and I think that might have to mess with their accounting a little bit. What do you think?
Oh gosh, I just was able
Money
to
laundering didn't happen during coronavirus.
I was just able to buy. I was able to supplement one of the local beach stores with some of that because I went and bought some bathing suits before they closed. So,
well, you can't use the beach anymore, Chris.
It was the day before. It was the day before they closed the beach. I was very disappointed that I just bought some.
Were they discounted?
Huh? I was discounted because I was a local buying it, but there's only local. This was after the rental order, so there's only locals in there.
There wasn't a local here, so.
But that's funny. You say that about the grocery store, and so we talk about restaurants, talk about retail, talk about grocery stores. A little bit of philanthropy, and I think your company was kind of involved a little bit in this with Beach Connection, but like this is opportunity too. You talk about groceries, deliver to people. Like take the opportunity if you are a person like a real estate person or maybe a mortgage lender, which we just did Mortgage March last month if you need to go back and watch that. But take opportunities that people in your client, in your sphere, in your network that maybe don't want to go out and they don't want to go to the grocery store. They want to get stuff delivered to them. They need a meal, or you can just take them a meal. Just make it a thing. This is also time to add value for free and do some legwork. Build your brand through just actually helping people and just serving.
Two ladies in my office spearheaded. They went out and we had we have an insurance agency, and one of our clients is a local restaurant bar, and they organized picking up tons of food cooked by the restaurant to drop off at the hospital for the workers that are there working.
Yep. That was fantastic.
And the local restaurant even participated. He was like, man, he's like, I'm giving you like double what you get. And it's like, he was like, yeah, it's
for a great cause. And right now we're relying on all the nurses, doctors, the whole hospital staff they're overwhelmed right now, and we just can't thank you enough for everything you're doing, and we pray that you stay healthy, and we it's almost a loss of words, but
now
it's
Chris,
amazing.
I know we talked a lot about leaning in marketing, leaning in advertising. What do you recommend that content look like right now?
I'm still personally a big. I think you still need to be kind of putting out the content that is your brand, your mantra, your business, what you're doing. And then I heard this a long time from Gary Vee. Like you can't be oblivious to what's going on. You have to be sensitive to what's going on in the world around you. So you can't just act like nothing's going on and that your content is just kind of like you're isolated from everything, because they're obviously with what's going on with the pandemic and everything like that. You have to address it in some sort and be sensitive to it, because there's certain pieces of content that could come across insensitive. But I wouldn't want to just only go the other opposite extreme,
Yeah.
where you're only talking about, news, media, opinion poll, everything going on. So I believe in a mix of like still putting out what's your business, what's your brand, what's your value, lean in towards when it's stuff like this that's affecting all of us in a negative way for the most part, lean in towards helping, value, asking, how can you connect, how can you, keep relationship, checking in on people, checking on your sphere. But content wise, this is where, unlike any other, time in ever really, that you have the opportunity to be creating more content because time is no longer an excuse. Like you have the time right now to be putting out everything about yourself, your brand, your business, and being creative. Like you can do stuff I've seen online, to people just picking up a guitar and just Facebook streaming live. You've seen just going live and just having conversations with people that are, everybody's in quarantine. Yeah. So you can just go on Instagram live and just start talking, see who jumps on and say, hey, what's up? What's going on?
You have your largest audience right now.
And I think one of the things I saw recently was providing value. And this is a great time to give away free stuff because people are worried about their money. They are worried about how am I going to pay my bills. If not this month, next month, the following month. What if we stay shut down for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months? People don't know. And as long as you have that not knowing, they're going to watch their money. So I think it's a great time to give away free content, a ton of free value. Good example I saw the other day was Dave Ramsey. He has his course, his financial freedom course.
Yeah.
He said he's giving away right now the online version. You go in and you watch the videos, it's all completely free. You sign up for it, you go through the days, you can go through the entire course of his for free right now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, online.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you want any of the materials, you have to purchase it, but you can actually watch the videos and go through free right now.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Which, to me, that's a great example. There's somebody that, and he said he has never done it before. He's never given it away free like that.
And that's exactly what we're experiencing, things that we never expected. And we went from a fairly, economic market where everyone was on the up and up. They knew what to expect. The stock market was good. The real estate market's good. Everyone's working. Unemployment's at its lowest level in history. And now we're seeing people that were level-headed with questions and uncertainty.
Yep.
I get a lot of calls from clients like, where's the market headed? And we're just kind of playing this day by day. And it's just kind of slowing things down as far as let's think about things. Let's not overreact.
Yep.
Let's not be reactive. Let's just kind of slow things down and collect our thoughts and not freak out.
So what's one kind of like, let's give them like kind of a final piece of advice. Like where, we're talking with businesses, everything going on, keeping your business perpetuating forward no matter what industry you're in.
I would say cash is king. Figure out how in your business you can generate cash. If you're if you're asking how am I going to pay bills, look at government programs. Look at the stimulus package. Look at what do I have sitting around that I can sell. Then the gift card idea, and then keep going through. Cash is king. Figure out different ways. Even the dumb thing, even us personally, it's like go through your house and figure out what you can put on Craigslist or eBay and
Facebook
sell.
Marketplace.
Yeah, that you just don't want anymore. You can ship it to people. I mean, that's not a problem.
I'm looking for a boat for about $1,000. If anybody got?
Yeah, and everyone's looking for a deal right now. So maybe I'll sell some clothes. I don't know.
I mean, I think everything you need to do is if you're struggling, cash is king. That's the way to think about it. Cash is king.
What you got, Bill? Final piece of advice.
Final piece. We're just going to play it day by day. Like Nick said, cash flows is going to run this. Thank God the government's put in place for those that were unable to collect unemployment to actually collect it. And I think that's going to keep the world moving around. Keep the money coming in, put it out, don't hoard anything. I don't think we're going to hit a recession. The real estate market definitely, especially here in Myrtle Beach, I think will actually take advantage and you'll see appreciation, in my opinion.
Well, how far out do you see that?
Oh wait, that's another episode. Let's talk about that.
Okay. We actually will. Tune in for another thing. We're not going to answer that question.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to talk about
It'll be
that.
a while. It's just, everyone's, it's the hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
We don't know. Every day things are getting closed down. We're getting more quarantined, and we're just going to wait for the numbers to change from growing to a decline where the spread of the coronavirus is actually on the decline, and then everyone can start socially hanging out again. We can build our sanity back, and
right.
but overall, we'll keep drinking.
All right, so my final
nice.
my final thing would be perspective. So definitely, because I'm a huge believer that when you buy into negativity, whether about yourself, whether about your business, whether about the world, it will literally get you stuck in wherever you're at. Whereas a positive perspective, opportunistic, optimistic, looking forward, will allow you to continue to have momentum. Whether it's slow or fast doesn't matter. It will keep you perpetuating and moving forward. So my biggest thing out to people and in content or to people around you in your sphere is keeping that positive perspective and being that beacon of positive perspective for the people around you, because you may be the only person that is being optimistic and opportunistic in your sphere and around, and people need that and not get bogged down into the negative what ifs. Keep you said level head. I do agree with that, but a tinge of glass is half full is going to get you far in business and in life.
I've always been a strong believer on whether you think you can or cannot, you're correct. So if you think positive, good things will happen. If you start thinking negative, obviously that's where the road's going to end. So,
all right, fellas.
So cheers it out.
Speaking of, man,
There you go.
We'll be drinking.
keep it classy.
There you go.